account. It's a broader issue as well, because I've banged on about the Newstart, but also about the pressure that are on pensioners. You know, the cost of living pressures that are on them. It's not, you know, if you're a single pensioner, it's about 29,000. If you're a couple, it's, you know, 32, 33. That's not a lot of money, Jane, if you don't have other assets. And, you know, they're paying exorbitant amounts on council rates, their cost of living, utilities, gas prices, electricity prices, all of this. So I think looking at this as a whole, there needs to be relief for pensioners, and whether it's rebates or support on some of those costs that they're facing, whether it's an increase in the pension, increases in Newstart, all of these issues need to be looked at, because so many people, whether they're pensioners or people on Newstart, are feeling under enormous pressure.
And is that something that you have agreement with from the leadership team, to have you know, consideration of increases for things like the age pension?
No, I mean, the leadership team is looking at all of our policies. I mean,
but you'd like to see the age pension increased?
Well, I'd like to see some relief for pensioners, and that might not mean increasing the pension. It might mean support around energy costs, you know, utility bills and so on. It might mean support with respect to the very high council rates they're paying because they're asset wealthy but income poor, because their properties are of such a high value. You know, they might have bought them 40, 50 years ago, and the value's gone from, you know, 60,000 when they bought it in the 60s up to $1.5 million, and the value of council rates is determined by the value of the house. So that you've got these really, you know, older Australians who are just on a pension, old age pension, and they're paying, you know, maybe 10%, 15% of their income on council rates. So things like that are a lot of pressure on pensioners. We need to address some of those issues, or have a look at some of those issues. Remember, it was Labor. It was the last time Labor was in government. It was the last time there was an increase in the pension. That was under the Gillard government. So we care about these people. We know that they're doing it tough. We've got to do the work in opposition to actually look at all of these policies and see what can be afforded, what's affordable, what can be done to actually provide some, you know, social justice.